Tarot has helped me a lot in my decision making. Though I don't let tarot make the decisions for me because I believe in free will and my own capabilities of making well-informed decisions, tarot does provide me with extra insights which are nice to have when making a decision. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I use tarot to make decisions, so hopefully you can do the same when you're facing a decision you want some help with. Hi, I'm Ruby. I'm here to help improve your tarot practice through my tarot chats and deck reviews. If you're new to tarot, you might want to pick up my free tarot quick start guide. Link will be in the description. So when I have a decision to make that I want to have some tarot help with, I don't just ask what option should I go for or what is the right decision here. That's not how I like to approach decision making or any tarot reading in general. Like I said, I believe in free choice. I believe in my own capabilities to choose, but I want to make a well-informed decision. So what I will ask the tarot is to give some insights into option 1 and insights into option 2. Now I'm gonna do an example reading. I've been talking so much about me wanting to take this channel more seriously, wanting to ultimately make a living off of this channel, everything that I offer with it. But I also, want to have a stable income. I want to be able to buy a house with my boyfriend and, expand our family potentially. We already have 2 really amazing dogs. So when it comes to this decision, the first option that I have is getting a job. And there are a lot of capabilities and decisions to be made within me getting a job. It will probably either be a writing or editorial job. That's one of those lovely dogs that I told you about. Or maybe working in care with elderly. That's something that I would really like to do. And option 2 is just focusing and going all in on this YouTube channel, plus my products and services that I offer. So first I want to know, what is the energy of option 1? What is the energy, the potential of getting my job, like getting a job? And the first card that comes up is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune to me is possibilities, a good change. And for me, this feels like a good change because I haven't been doing very well. Usually the Wheel of Fortune for me is like literally turning of the wheel, a turning of fate. I actually really like what the person here is wearing because it looks like a bathing suit that I have. I have it in black, but it looks very similar. I am really embracing this energy right now. And if I were to go with getting a job, then one of the energies, and we're going to look at more of course, is that it might be a nice pace, like change of pace for me. It might be a nice change. What else do I have to know about this option? I have the King of Cups. It's like the adult decision, right? Getting a job. I'm not saying that starting your own business is not an adult decision, but this is like such a responsible, more traditional way of going about your career, is to get a job and get hired by someone instead of starting your own business. So this is like the adult responsible decision where, yes, I have some dreams, I have a lot of goals and things that I want to achieve within my career, but also within family. Like I said, I have a boyfriend, I have 2 dogs. We have an idea of what we want to do, and with getting a job, gonna be possible to achieve that. It's gonna be a more traditional way of going about that. Then I also have the Knight of Wands. And one of the things that I'm really scared about when it comes to getting a job is not being able to feel that passion, to have that spark with what I'm doing. But the Knight of Wands tells me that that's not necessarily true. It doesn't have to be that way, because first of all, I can have a lot of fun within my job, but also I can still do this. I want to still create content, and I can still do that while having a job. I think it might maybe even make it more possible to do so. Potentially, I would finally be able to hire an editor for my channel, which would be huge. It would be a huge help. It's my fault. I gave her the ball with the squeaker, knowing full well she was gonna use it. And lastly, I have the High Priestess, which this is something that I would have expected to come up for my option 2, you know, having to do with tarot and this whole channel. It has to do with intuition, with knowledge, and I think that I might already use the knowledge that I have within this job. I might even have tarot to help me get through the job, whatever job that I'm gonna get. Rosie! Nay, calm down. And funny enough, the guidebook here says that the High Priestess whispers to you to pay attention to subtle signs and messages from spirit. So when it's time for me to get a job, or when it comes to helping me find a job, I really have to listen to my intuition to see whether or not it's gonna be the right one for me. Because in the past, I definitely have had jobs where it wasn't for me. For example, my previous teaching job, I should not have gone back into teaching. I got burnt out a couple of months in, and it has not been good. So that is a lot of information on option 1. Now let's go into option number 2. I know it's very personal, but I hope that it helps you to see how I make decisions with tarot and how you can do the same. When it comes to option 2, which is focusing on Tarot with Ruby, which is my content here on YouTube, I definitely have some more ideas which I want to do regardless of getting a job or not, as well as my services as a tarot reader, which you can book a one-on-one tarot reading with me through the link in the description, and my products that I offer, how to make money as a tarot reader on Etsy. So let's take a look at if I choose to go all in on this, not get another job, but try to become financially independent, I guess, through my content. Okay, we're starting with the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords here tells me that there's so much competition on YouTube. Like, before my video, you watch another video, and right after this, you're gonna watch another video. I don't know if either one of those is gonna be mine or if it's gonna be by someone else, but there's a lot of competition on YouTube that I'm gonna have to deal with, that I'm gonna have to be with the Suit of Swords, be mentally okay with. I am okay with it. I actually really like that there's a lot of different tarot tubers out there. I'm actually gonna make a video for next week on how to be a tarot tuber for yourself. But there are a lot of mental challenges that are gonna come with focusing on my content creation. And one thing that I think this is pointing towards is sometimes I get into my jealous feelings, my envious feelings, you know, where I see someone else being successful and their success doesn't take away from my own success. I think I have so far been quite successful here on YouTube. I've had a lot of fun here on YouTube. So when I see someone else, whether it's on YouTube or on Instagram, whether they are new or whatever, I see them having success. Oftentimes I like, you know, I like it. I like seeing what other people are doing. I like getting inspired and motivated by what other people are doing. But sometimes I get like, I wish that was me, you know, or I want that for myself as well. And I get those jealous feelings when I see that on Instagram or YouTube and I see them doing really well. I'm like, oh, I wish my tarot readings would sell as much as it seems like their tarot readings are selling. And that is something that I really struggle with, and I am aware of it. And in the past, it has affected my feelings towards a person, which is not how I want to live my life. So, you know, I'm not here pretending to be perfect. I definitely get jealous. It's not a thing that it's like not a pretty thing. Jealousy is not something that is a trait that people often talk about with themselves, I think, or towards others. Like, people will say, oh, I'm a perfectionist, or I do this, or I do that. I don't really feel like many people talk about jealous feelings, and it's not a nice feeling to have, but that's something that is gonna continue to come up for me when it comes to content creation. Then I have the Tower. Okay, so the Tower is a card of destruction. How the hell am I gonna interpret this for my content creation? Destruction. Maybe this feels like dramatics, having to start over. It's maybe because it's just not really stable. Like, when I think of the Tower card, I think of a very stable foundation, and yeah, the top can crumble or can be destructed, but if the foundation is solid, then the Tower has the potential to be rebuilt. That is often how I see the Tower energy, or how to recover from the Tower card happening. So the foundation building is gonna be really important, and I often get distracted with everything else that comes with content creation. You know, the extra products, the extra Instagram posts and reels and all of that, I often get very distracted with that when that is not always what I really like to do. What I like to do is the content creation part, the foundation part of making my YouTube videos. And like I have a weekly newspaper that I send out. If you want to sign up for that, links down below. But that is the foundation, and that is pretty much all that I need, that I really need. And the rest just builds on top of that, I guess. I think it's also a reminder of my channel is not super big yet. I hope to grow, but that when I get more subscribers, when I get when my videos get more views, that I don't let it go to my head. I don't know, I feel like there's a message of ego there, especially with how the card is depicted here with their face. I don't know, I feel like there's something there about that. What else can I expect when I focus on content creation? The hermit. It's very isolating. You don't have any coworkers necessarily to talk about, so I'm good with being alone. Like, I love being alone. I thrive being alone in the house, or in this case with my dogs, and not really being alone. But it can be isolating. For me, I don't think that that is something that I would necessarily mind. I think that is a way that I'm gonna get stronger and happier, which is why I really like the idea of having my own business and doing content creation. I feel like I've been talking for hours. Okay, then the last one is the moon. So we do have a little message of intuition here. And the thing here is that what is gonna happen with content creation, with starting your own business, starting your own online business, is it is so unknown how it's gonna work out. Like, when you get a traditional job, yeah, you can get fired at any moment, I guess. You go to your job every day, or every work day, you do your job, you get back, and you can do all your hobbies and whatever, and you get paid every month. This is pretty much the same amount. But when you have your own business, you work, in this case I would have to work from home, I have to do all of my own marketing. The money that I make is totally up to how much I'm selling of anything, and it's not going to be the same every month. So there's a lot of the unknown, and that is something that I need to be okay with if I decide to go all in on this. So yeah, as you can see, I got a whole lot of information on both of these options, whether I'm getting a job or going all in on content creation, and that information is going to help me a lot with making my decision. I'm not going to make my decision here on camera. I'm going to have to think about it. I'm going to have to journal about it. I have an inkling of what I'm going to do. And when it comes to making decisions with tarot, it's incredibly important to be aware of the bias that you have about yourself in your readings. So click this video on the screen. That's going to help you with how to work with or around your bias. Subscribe if you want to see more tarot chats and deck reviews. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!